Hello, welcome back to Monster Loves You Too. I am thoroughly enjoying this game. I love this. We are still in the dump. Gory is traumatized. I want to lead a revolution. Let's try to figure out how we can do that. Okay. We have the dross dump. We can rummage in the heap, junk tangle, or we can dredge through the heap. I've been going back and forth between like right and left first, so let's go right first this time. Dredge the heap. Gonna move this mic closer to my mouth. As you walk through the heap, you realize that the piles of trash no longer look the same to you. Oh? Well, that's not exactly true. They still look mostly the same, but each one smells a little different. Let's dig through the stinkiest pile. You turn up some rotting meat, a delicious snack. I'm tempted to eat it right away just to get some of our flesh back, but I think we might get a good option if we save something. We've had the option to save things, and I haven't been saving them, so let's save this. Oh no, the meat shreds apart, lending its stink to the bag. There's nothing left to eat, but the smell is rich and pleasant. You move on to another pile. Torn plastic, rotting cardboard, rusted iron, all worthless. Don't wear myself out. You move on to another pile. Umpum waves at you from nearby. Wave back. You both smile at each other and get back to work. Most of Barracks 5 is in the vicinity, digging away. Clink! What's this? Some kind of glass vial with a metal piece at one end. The smell makes your eyes water a bit. Your monstrous instincts make you snarl, but your brains have some curiosity brewing. What is this glass thing all about? Is it a vial? Aha! Ragas sees you studying the vial. She claps her paws. Hey, a pepper grinder! You turn the knob, and powder comes out. It makes you sneeze and stings your eyes. That's not what I was expecting. Ask for more details. Rugga points out how there's probably only one use left in the grinder. It's dangerous. I should keep you safe by taking it. She reaches for the grinder. I let her have the grinder, sure. Rugga laughs and puts the grinder in her bag. You shrug and return to work. Sure, whatever, Rugga. You dig some more, but find no more pepper grinders, nor anything else interesting. Eventually, the guards come through and tell everyone to move along. Well, that was not great. Rummage in the heap. You dig in a pile of leather and fabric. It's not easy work. The cloth is threadbare and full of moth holes, but some of the leather pieces look almost edible. Put it in my bag to turn in later. You spot something half hidden under another pile. Beneath a fresh spill of ceramic bits, something bright pink and green is just visible. Ooh, another one. Something human? Dig slowly and carefully. You work methodically, careful not to rip your new treasure. Another scrap of waxy pink and green paper now lies in your paws. Are these gum wrappers? Or cards, maybe? Each copy you've found so far has been damaged in a different way. Every scrap has some bit of human on it. Pink arms and green legs, dark blue weird-shaped shoulders and heads, squared-off teeth, and the funniest ears you've ever seen. Let's hide it in a safe place, quickly. Planny looks over at you and grunts. What's so interesting over there? Planny reaches for the scrap of human imagery. Gimme! Planny flexes her claws and bares her numerous teeth. Surrender the call of her scrap. Lead her through the sharp ceramic bits to slow her down or fight her. I'm tempted to fight her, but I also think the guards might come and do something mean to me if I start a fight. But we also said we were going to use our brains to be nice to people, so I guess we're going to fight. Oh god, that was a bad idea. Here we go. Blanny splits her head apart, displaying all of her sharp teeth, and leans down towards you. Dance out of the way, kick her in the knee. She couldn't see what you were doing while she opened her mouth all the way. You got her good. I like how, I forget their name. They're just getting trash in the back. Planny rears up on 2 of her feet, kicking at you with the other 2. Circle around and shove her into the hole in the trash. No! Shoot! Planny's arms are still free. She shows you this by punching you and knocking you away. Planny takes the colorful scrap from your slime-slicked paws. Not a bad fight for an adolescent. Planny kicks you 1 more time while you're down. Well, 3 more times, actually. You take a brief look in the pile, but there's no more of the colorful paper. Well, shoot. We should have eaten that rotting meat. We are not doing great so far, guys. Barracks 5. I'm gonna fix up the collage. A drop of your own slime swiped on the back of each scrap acts like glue. I should have run through the freaking ceramic pieces. Oh well. The fragmented collage comes together, each face piece placed according to what you remember of Slogoth's human picture. Your human collage now lies on the floor of your corner of Barracks 5. A human eye, part of a smile. Gaze at it. It's nowhere near as complete as Slogoth's portrait was, but it's something. The picture is barely human, and yet the sight of it warms you. You snap out of your reverie as feet shuffle behind you. Other adolescents have noticed your activities. The other workers hover behind you, curious and wondering. What is that? I'll just share it, that's fine. The workers sit all around you to stare at the picture with serene, blank eyes. The expression on their faces and your own is almost one of relief. The barracks door creaks, startling your workmates. The guard enters the room with food. Umbum steps in front of you, giving you time to hide the collage. Grum examines the contents of your bag. He grunts in satisfaction. Gappa hands you a big wad of slime. Eat it now, because we ain't got no flesh. The guards leave and everyone wanders to their sleeping spots. Sleep! Ooh, almost full on stats. It's been a while since that's been the case. Let's head to the waste pile. Show Gory the collage. Gory! Gory is working alone halfway up one of the trash spires. Nobody seems to want to get near him. No! You see Gory bending down over a hole, vacantly brushing aside shards of bent plastic. He's oblivious to your presence. I don't want to startle him. Let's call him by his name. Gory turns at the sound. Gory? That's me, right? Yes, me! Gory flinches at your proximity, but doesn't run. Gory's wild eyes snap to the crude collage in your paws. He hesitates, then starts to edge away again. The collage isn't complete enough to penetrate his obtusity. You feel your hackles rising in frustration. Tell him a story. He likes stories. You recount the tale of when Mirami's gang attacked the Hammers. You add some details to make it funnier. Pratfalls and monsters getting bonked on the head with rocks. You're really getting into it. You've never been this creative. Gory keeps his distance, but he doesn't run away. Gory's eyes bulge. His mouth drops open. This is... Why are you showing this to me? Tell him it's because we're friends. Sheesh. Nobody's this nice to me. Gory meets your gaze, peering intently at you. Wait, I know you! I watched you die! He shrieks, but he doesn't run. Stand and press the thump my belly to show him I'm solid, not a ghost. Gory reaches out tentatively and gives you a thump as well. Ow! You got all old and sickly, and we missed you. Missed you when you were gone. You died, and they sent me to this place. Gory stumbles back to a step. You must have eaten my friend's brain! Not quite. Gory stares at the collage. Tensions flow out of him. But you know, my friend's brain has obviously taken over your body. Gory gazes happily at the mismatched human collage. You're much uglier now, but I could lie and say you look okay. Ugly. Thank you for letting me know. Gory nods sagely and keeps on going. You're you because your brain is you, and you're just as I remember you. When Astrasil tried to sell me, the Council of Elders didn't want me. They paid plenty for Lindidia and Ruck. I'm worthless. Wait, Ruck, how would you know? Because he got taken when we were there and you weren't there. Anyways. Permit Gory to keep looking at the collage. Gory sighs, and the bearish smile creeps into his lips. I think he means rancid. Suddenly, he snatches it away from you. The guards! Quick, we have to hide it. Guards clamber up the trash spire. Hide what? What do you have there? Hand it over. Gory looks from Grum to Algernon as they approach. Run. Gory starts to move, but his legs are frozen in fear. Gory, no! Panicking, Gory stuffs the human collage into his mouth. Don't call him an idiot. He's trying. Gory's pupils dilate. He calms down all at once, like the baby doll. Oh, so that's why Astrasil eats her human artifacts. I feel invincible! Behold, Gory, boss of the heap! Grum looms over Gory's small form. Grum knocks Gory down with a single blow. Some boss he makes. Algernon pins you to the trash. More guards come running as you struggle to free yourself. You're outnumbered and overwhelmed. The guards haul you both towards the punishment posts. You and me, Gory. Await your punishment. The guards force every worker to line up by the scratching posts for a show. Eoloth watches the proceedings from overhead. Oh, I forgot which voice I gave him. Shoot. Well, now, what have these two done to deserve punishment? They had a human artifact, boss. A picture of a face. Really? That's valuable. Why punishing them from finding something like that? The green one ate the picture. You hear gasps from the crowd. Umbum gazes at you and shakes her head. Let's wait for an opening. Ate it, eh? Well, maybe it's still in there. Beat him until he spits it up. If he doesn't, well, we'll be scratching him either way. And if it's still inside him after that, maybe we can eat him and feel something good. Beg for Gory's life. You prostrate yourself in front of Eoloth's perch and beg him to spare your friend. Don't worry, you annoying little pest. There's enough scratches to go around. Nobody gets left out today. Eoloth nods to Gappa. Gappa takes hold of the chained manacles on the post closest to Gory. Urblo turns away from you and grab the chains to the other post. Oh no. Ask the other workers for help. Umbum nods to you, then casually bites Iquit's head. Iquit screams and bites her back. Hey, stop bickering! While the guards are distracted, you grab Gory and run. You and Gory speed away from the posts. Run! Algernon quickly moves to block your escape. We never should have brought you. Woo! A rain of junk falls on him. Umbum and Adil stand where the junk fell from, trying to look innocent. Iquit pretends to panic and runs around. Her flailing accidentally knocks Gory loose. You idiots! Eoloth descends from his perch, radiating anger more powerful than his stench. Keep myself steady and run carefully. You get Gory to a place of momentary safety. He smiles at you. All around him, the heap guards struggle to contain the chaos. Riot! I know a tunnel where we can hide. Oh, I know a tunnel where we can hide. I found it when I tried to escape. He shivers. You and Gory reach the trash tunnels before Eoloth or his guards can get a hold of you. Heh. Trash tunnels. Dive into the heap. Gory dives with you into one of the smaller trash tunnels. It's dark and still, and just a little damp. Gory slows to a walk and heads down into the belly of the heap. If it's small enough, the adult monster shouldn't be able to get us. Walk at a normal, unhurried pace. You and Gory catch your breath and amble further into the unknown. Into the unknown! I tried to escape once, you know. I started here, but the tunnels branch and I got lost. I was starving when the guards found me. Gory gulps. Still better than being cut open. Hug Gory. Gory stiffens as if playing dead. Then, slowly, he relaxes in your arms. Thank you. Aw. He sniffs and wipes one eye. I'm fine. Just need a moment. A deep roar echoes through the tunnel, followed by a crash. Another angry roar fills the air. You hear junk being tossed aside as footsteps crash through the trash. How dare you! I'm the boss of the heap, the king! Eoloth's heavy footfalls cause the trash all around to tremble. We'll never outrun him. Dig out new trash piles to slow Eoloth down. Hide. You pull new piles out of the walls. Broken furniture and tiny forks scatter in your wake. Behind you hear splintering wood and a series of metallic clinks. Eoloth howls with rage as he digs through your improvised barricade. He's been slowed for now. Gory points to a narrow opening passed between two rusty pipes, barely large enough to crawl through. This way! Follow him. You fling yourself inside the tunnel and start crawling. You feel claws closing on your foot. Got you! Ow, ow, ow! Eoloth has a good grip, and he's crushing your ankle. I'm sorry, if I just moved a little faster before. Gory grabs your arms and pulls with all his weight. As the two monsters pull at you, your belly starts to stretch. Any more of this and you'll be ripped in two. Kick Eoloth with all my strength. Eoloth yowls and lets go, setting you free. Nice one, boss. Huh? Not you! Eoloth shrieks behind you. The gap is too narrow for him. Unable to follow you, the massive adult starts slamming his weight against the pipes. You're buried in the trash where you belong. Oh, shoot. The small tunnel you're in starts to collapse. Plow forward with maximum force. Gory shouts encouragement as you make a path through the falling refuse. Everything lets go of everything else at once. Eoloth cries out as junk falls on his head. Catch the wave! Gory adopts a bizarre pose with both arms spread out. Yes! Trash surrounds you and smashes you this way and that. I'm glad that we refilled our flesh. You hit your head, then spin around, then hit your head again. You can't see or hear anything but rushing waves of trash. A moment later, you hit your head again, and you see and hear nothing at all. Sawny's lair. Awake and far below. The music, so intense. Oh, and there it goes. Everything hurts. Ow. The air is filled with voices and the alluring smell of fried meat. Yes, they are waking up, my friend. Yes, it's safe. I've tied them up quite well. No need to include them in our discussion. Open my eyes. You're on the floor, tied up. In the dimly lit room stands an unknown monster. She's no bigger than you, but she moves with the weight and solidity of an elder. The elder sits at a table for two. A table set for two. Where is Gory? The other adolescent, you mean? He's in the pantry. Oh, that's more Astrasil's voice, eh? He was too nosy, yes. The elder cocks her head and listens to the figure on the other side of the table. What? I should. Listen. But they're only here because the pantry is full, yes? The elder turns the chair to face you. On the other chair sits the most perfect little... Wow, my reading skills today. On the other chair sits the most perfect life-sized figure of a human being you've ever seen. Oh, is that what this is supposed to be? The elder talks, but you hear little. The world is at peace. All hunger, pain, sorrow, and emptiness vanishes as you gaze at the human figure. My name is Sawny. This, my friend, doesn't eat much. Your claws flex, your brains and guts both hunger for the human figure. I don't want to... Let's just despair. A little docility. Too docility! Gah. Okay. You struggle uselessly against your bonds, squaring and cursing the elder. I didn't want to use all my guts right there. Yes, now that we're all acquainted, my friend and I will resume our evening. She repositions the chair, depriving you of the human presence. She walks over to a slimy butcher's table next to a charcoal grill. Sawny returns with 2 plates laden with hot, greasy steaks and sits at the table with the mannequin. Just terrible what happened today, trash quake and all. But I promise we'll be free of the tunnel soon, free to visit your other friends again. Ask Sonny what's on her plate. Fresh adolescent. No, not Gory. I find them in the tunnels, digging. That's why they've been missing. They've been going missing because Sonny's been eating them. Want some? Okay, this is definitely a moral quandary, because if we say yes, we might actually get some and then restore some of our flesh. She might also just tell us no anyways. Actually, no, it might be from a friend. Oh, no, you have to stay healthy or your meat will taste bad. Eat this then. Sonny holds a moldy gourd to your maw. Crunch, swish. After her meal, Sonny crawls under the table and curls around the wondrous figure's mismatched boots to sleep. You can't stop yourself from yawning. Your muscles go slack and a shiver runs up and down your spine. You feel as exhausted as Sonny, nauseated as well. You begin to recognize these sensations. I don't think this is going to yield anything, so let's concentrate on what's happening to my body. Are we turning into an adult? Yes, you felt like this before. You're aging again. You're about to become an adult. Your attention wanders through your body, probing as muscle fibers redouble and stretch. Hide thickens. Your body spasms as you remember earlier times you got older. Slogoth was nearby twice, a much stronger monster. A human image was there once. You were stressed every time, much like now. Brains. Focusing on the similarities helps you compose your brain. Another wave of fatigue washes through your blood and slime. You close your eyes. You don't know for how long exactly, but it feels like a long sleep. Intense pain wakes you. You are transforming. The ropes binding you shred as your limbs contort and stretch. The ropes hit the floor as you writhe in pain. I don't have very much flesh, so I'm gonna use a little bit of my brains and hope that I don't screw myself over. Hold it in by focusing my mind. You achieve a momentary calm. You begin to regain control of your body. Heck yeah. Still really low on flesh, though. You are an adult now, and you're free. Sonny still slumbers in peace. You can't remember being so hungry in your whole life. Ignore the food and examine the human. Ignore the food and restrain Sonny. Do we think we can restrain Sonny? Should we try? Oh, I'm really tempted to try. Oh. Okay, let's do it. Let's just try it and see what happens. Ignore the food, restrain Sonny. You tiptoe next to the sleeping elder and silently tie one of her limbs to the leg of the table. That's not gonna do much. Muffled screams break your focus. The cries are barely audible. They're coming from a narrow door in the wall. Inside, you find Gory hanging upside down. You remove his gag. Oh, it's you. You're bigger than before. Whose brains have you eaten this time? Gory pauses. You are hungry because you just transformed. Please don't eat me. Please don't eat me. Don't eat me. You know what? I don't care. Cook and eat me already. Just get it over with. He does look tasty. Just free him. The meat cleaver you find is dull, but your adult strength makes up for it. You cut through Gory's bindings, setting him free. He falls to the ground head first. Let's get out of here. Gory follows you out of the pantry. He stops dead when he sees the human figure at the table. Oh. Gory points at the human mannequin. This human, a friend. I will name it Better Than Diddy, and take the most excellent care of it. Take Gory and the mannequin and go. Oh no! You walk out of the room, Gory under one arm and the mannequin under the other. Oh, that was weird. I don't know why she came out like that. You find yourself in a well-crafted hallway. In one direction you can smell the heap. The other smells dustier, drier, with a hint of fresh vegetables? You hear rustling behind the door, followed by a grunt. Who tied me up? Where is my friend? We have to block the door. Gory jams the human dummy against the door frame. We are safe. He sits in front of the dummy. Now we can stay here forever. Time to go. Before leaving, Gory snatches a decorative accessory from under the dummy's nose. Gory sobs, holding the plastic whiskers like a treasure. I will never forget you, friend. Oh wait, we have other friends. We should probably look for them. Elder Sonny, we're sorry to leave in such a rush, but don't open the door or you'll break your fragile human friend. When I get out of here, I will kill you all. Good luck with that. Ooh, chapter 8. Okay, let's stop it here then. We have made it to chapter 8. Oh my gosh, I am so invested. I really want to help Gory. I'm glad that we made it out away from slavery, basically. We got our friend out. I think we managed to escape fairly well. I wish we didn't have to use so many brains, though. Anyways, we'll start chapter 8 in the next one. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!